Hey, Connor.
What?
You can buy a pie in Cuba for $1.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. And you can buy a pie in Jamaica for $1.50.
How do you know that?
Well, those are just the pie rates of the Caribbean.
Welcome, everybody, to the Dad Pad Podcast.
Yeah. Where we got all the dad jokes you can be looking for.
Oh, I just made the connection.
I honestly didn't even mean it that way. I just saw that.
Oh my gosh. New way to open every podcast.
Dad joke.
Dad joke.
No, that's brilliant. Yes, that was my idea.
Yes,
The marketing
good
genius.
job.
I
I
meant
think
that.
it was my idea because you just said you didn't even make that connection.
No, I was just playing that off. This was totally my idea. I was the marketing major. I know how to market.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course you do.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll come up with the jokes because I'm also the funny one. So
Okay.
That's just...
So what was something you were going to talk about, Eric, on the podcast? You said you had a topic to discuss and you wouldn't tell us unless on the podcast.
Oh, are you trying to get into the thing that I said I would tell it on a podcast if our podcast was bigger?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Still not talking about it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Dakota, how's your morning?
my morning was like every other morning. Woke up at 7:55, logged on at 8, had a 10-minute meeting, went back to bed till 9, showered, and then pretended to do work till lunch.
So let me get this straight. You didn't wake up before your alarm to the sound of a plunger breaking the sound barrier?
Huh. Well, no, Eric, no, I didn't. Did you?
That's weird that you asked that, but yeah, I did. I think it was like at 8 in the morning, and I hear, God damn it.
Wait, how long did this go on for?
I think I was awake for you, listening to you try for at least a solid 10 minutes before you took about a 10-minute break, and then you came back to finish it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, explain yourself, young man.
I don't know. I had to, use the restroom in the morning, and I did, and I tried to flush, and nothing would go down, and I got really mad, and then I only had one choice but to plunge it. But this wasn't a normal plunge.
Oh,
A
no.
normal plunge takes, 2 minutes, maybe, just get in
You
there
got a lot
and
of experience there.
and then it's out. It's good. It goes right down. But this plunge, oh my gosh. First of all, I was worried I was going to break our toilet. Our
I was worried
rocks.
too.
Our toilet rocks when you're on it. It's not like attached to the floor correctly. So it like rocks around and shit, and so I was worried I was going to like fucking bust the thing off its hinges or whatever it's on. But I didn't, thankfully. But this took at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes
Yeah,
of my morning.
I think because I had my alarm set for 8:30, and I know he completely finished before then, but I was already fully awake. So he finished. I heard the final flush go down, like enter the pipes, and I just hear him go, "Yes!" And I just started clapping from my bed for him.
Nobody clogs a toilet like Connor J. Hex.
That was
just-
insane.
I just like whenever I clog a toilet and I go to plunge it, I go for like strategic, slow power plunges, like boom, boom, and then it's just him going.
Well, normally, like I was trying to go as hard and as fast as I could.
I heard.
So I was trying to mix power with speed.
And it was the frequency of the flushes in between the plunges too. I was getting worried it was going to overflow and go into my room under the crack. So he would like plunge, immediately flush, plunge, immediately flush. I'm like, oh no, this doesn't add up.
Yeah, I mean, what you do, like one big plunge?
No, I
In bed too?
no, I just go slow.
One power?
Yeah, I'm
Boom.
the super one pump champ. No, I just slow, rhythmic, strong plunges.
You guys have so much more experience plunging toilets than I do. This never happens to me.
Wow, that's.
Never.
I love this conversation. Totally.
Yes. Should we tell everyone that you use my toilet instead of your own because mine doesn't clog?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, yours doesn't. have a
Another
wider
thing.
pipage.
Okay, another toilet clogging fact about me.
Fact.
My dad came home one day and said, "Connor, I got you a birthday present." I think it was a couple days before my birthday.
I forgot about
I
this.
was so excited. He's like, "Yeah, it's in the back of my truck. Go out there and check it out." I go out there. It is like a super water power flusher toilet. He's like, "Yeah, I got this for the living room area bathroom, and you can just do all your business in there, no problem at all." And I was very sad because I really wanted, I don't know, real birthday present. You know?
Oh, I thought you were saying because you like clogging toilets. I'm like,
No, I hate clogging toilets.
yeah, I could tell.
All right, enough about shit talking. Yeah, thank you. So something I wanted to ask. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I wanted to bring it up again. Thought about something. Or I've started to think about things. I'm thinking about this topic.
like the great Socrates.
Yes. Honestly, people do compare me to Socrates.
Yep.
Who? What people?
My teachers and professors in school.
What?
He hallucinates from the fumes when he's plunging the toilet.
No, okay, so
Contact high.
superpowers. Superpowers. First of all, if you could have one superpower, the classic question, what would it be?
Time control.
Okay.
If you could pause time, rewind, fast forward. I just want more time.
Actually, that gets dangerous, though. You know that, right? If you mess with time too much, I can fuck you up and the world.
Dude, these are fake superpowers. I don't care about the real results.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to get into the nitty gritty. People only just say, "Oh, time control," or "Oh,
Yeah,
flying," or "Oh, but I want to get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
How would it
you're like, I want to go back in
everything?
time and fuck this girl I had the opportunity with, but it never happened. Then you go back to the present after you fuck her in the past, and then you're like, oh
And-
my god, I created the next Adolf Hitler.
Oh my god.
But we know from Avengers that's not how time works. It creates a separate branch
because
of
because if anyone knows the fact,
it's Marvel.
it's cinema.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways,
We talked about this last summer
did we?
at the lake house.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't on a podcast, so go over it again.
I don't remember
Right.
our answer. We both agreed that there was like one ultimate superpower. I can't remember what we said though.
The one I would love to have is flying.
I would say either flying or invisibility.
People say invisibility, but think about flying. Think about how cool it would be to just fucking take off. And
Yeah,
just
I would
fly.
probably give flying
Even
as my answer.
people say, what is it? Not traveling, but disappearing and reappearing somewhere else.
Teleportation?
Teleportation. What the
Ooh, that's
fuck?
a
I
good
don't.
one.
But I would rather just be able to just fly to whatever place because it'd be fun.
Okay, but if
And,
you
until
flew...
you end up in a jet turbine.
Now, no. So think about this. This is
Thinking.
getting really in depth. If you know in superhero movies when Superman flies down and like lands on the ground at like 1,000 miles an hour,
Yeah.
obviously Superman has super strength and his bones are super strong.
Right.
If you just give me one power and say, here, fly, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want, and I fly to the ground and land, and my whole body just
Yeah.
cripples
Shatters.
and I die. Like, would I have to have two superpowers to have flying then?
No, you just... Why can't you
I'd
just
have to land really softly
softly,
every
yeah.
time.
I'm
Just
assuming
land
if
That
softly.
wouldn't be
you,
as fun.
Pick a
What
different power.
What if I hit a bird while I'm flying?
That's what
Would
I'm
that just
saying.
fucking
You
kill
would have
me?
to wear goggles, like bug
I'd have to
protectors.
wear like a suit. I'd have to wear like, what if you hit debris in the air or it hit?
You definitely would. It's messy up there.
Yeah, that's what I. And how fast can I fly?
I don't know, man. I don't make the fucking rules.
This is your power, man.
Exactly. It's so in depth. There's so many things that go into it.
Let me go take a bath in radioactive fluid, and I'll let you know how fast I can fly.
I think if you were to pick a superpower, you got to keep it more simple. For me,
No. That's what the point is. I want to get down and dirty.
no,
Okay.
keep it simple. All I want is to
Keep
be
it
able
simple,
to
stupid.
yes. Keep it simple, stupid. I just want to be able to create whatever food I'm craving in that moment, just immediately. Just
See, that's a pretty simple power.
simple, very simple, and it would make me so happy.
Yeah, there's no repercussions. There's nothing else you need.
So I don't know
Like
where the food comes from. but-
Invisibility. Your clothes can't turn invisible. A la The Incredibles
Yeah,
and Violet.
invisibility cloak, Harry Potter.
That's not a super. That's magic.
Okay.
You're mixing two different worlds.
Well, why
here,
can't my
man.
superpower be magic?
You're mixing fiction with science.
No, okay. So, but invisibility. The Incredibles do a great job at like explaining all this. I mean, as far as they go, at least. Like Elastigirl's suits and stuff, their fabric can stretch way farther than normal clothes or whatnot, and like so they touch on all that. Like and Violet, I mean, her clothes don't disappear, so invisibility is fucking stupid unless you have something that turns invisible or you're naked.
So everything you know about physics is from a movie.
No, it's not physics. We're beyond physics. Can humans fly? No.
If they have superpowers.
Yeah, superpowers. Those aren't real. Those are not. That's not physics.
Okay.
What do you have to say, Eric?
Nothing. I mean, my first two answers were either invisibility or flying.
Okay.
But probably flying.
But what if you had to be very careful flying because you don't have super?
Then I'd be very careful flying.
That's it. Okay. Just wondering because there's so many factors you have to think about about your superpower.
I'd register my body on the plane airways and just call into all the radio towers, tell them where I'm at so that way I don't get T-boned by a 747.
Yeah, see,
You'd have to have radar like in your suit.
Yeah.
Or
listen, if I can fly and I go to scientists saying, "Hey, I have the ability to fly," I have a feeling they'd probably make me something.
Oh, for sure.
And then the army would,
absolutely.
pass me.
Yeah.
Or take a simple power like the superpower to never be tired.
Oh my lord!
Right?
Not
How big of a burden is being tired?
It's awful.
You
Honestly.
never have to drink coffee again for the purpose of the caffeine. You could just drink it
never
for
have
pleasure.
to sleep.
What if?
Yes, but I like the sleep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to never
I'd
sleep.
like to get like an hour a night.
Dude, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, enough to get into your REM cycle, and once you're right out of that first REM cycle,
Do you guys remember
that's
when?
an hour and a half.
You guys remember when that joke, like, as a treat, was like a trend? So my favorite one was it said, God gave humans a little bit of death as a treat. He's talking about sleep. I'm like, yes, thank you. 8 hours a night, I get to die and not think about anything. Just be happy.
You dream.
Sure. Okay. Can you not dream when you're dead?
I dream. That's what I can talk about. Hold
I
on.
would love to
Oh,
just.
you do have crazy
No,
dreams.
I think I would just like to get an hour and a half. If I never got tired, hour and a half a night, that gets me in and out of my REM sleep or whatever. I have a dream and I wake up in an hour and a half. For all I know, that hour and a half could have been 8 hours. But, we have clocks, so you know how long it fucking was. But, like, once you're in REM cycle, it's not like you're in deep sleep. So, like, once you get out of deep sleep, it's only a matter of whether you're tired or not. If you're never tired, then you don't need to go through multiple REM cycles.
I don't want to sleep less. I just don't want to be tired.
That makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
I don't understand.
I like
You're wrong. Your opinion is invalid.
I like the amount of time where I go to bed and nothing's happening. There's literally when you go to bed, there's nothing happening in the world.
But think about all you could get done
Why?
with those 6.5 hours.
Okay, I can finish 5 seasons of Breaking Bad in 2 weeks instead of a
No,
month.
you can be productive.
What, Connor? When you have free time, what do you do that's so productive?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't have to sleep, I would play it. I would play video games.
What are reasons that I don't do things? Because I'm tired.
Yep.
So wouldn't I don't know, maybe work on this podcast more, try to make it better,
By yourself?
learn more things. If I'm never tired, you could actually that's one of the biggest burdens about learning. Going to school, getting no sleep, and then going to school and just wanting to.
We're not thinking about this, right? He could solve world hunger. He's the answer
Yeah.
right there.
Seriously.
You idiots.
No, see, the superpower is that you're not tired. It's not going to give you more drive.
No, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of my laziness comes from tiredness.
Sure, but also a lot of your laziness comes from you being lazy.
No.
Yes, sometimes laziness is not directly related to tiredness. It's just
When I get a
being
good
lazy.
night of sleep, I wake up wanting to do things, get things done.
like go outside. And,
When I'm
and go do
tired-
things. You don't want to go and sit and read a book
No.
and learn new things.
Not necessarily at work. I'm a lot more productive when I
Sure,
get more
yes,
sleep.
you're more productive, but that doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to have this desire.
Yeah,
to learn a
okay.
bunch of
So if
things.
I had more time on my hands, I'd probably play more guitar. I'd learn more songs on the guitar,
I
get better at
believe that.
guitar. Yeah, because that's something I like doing.
Yes.
But I have to decide. Do I want to play guitar? Do I want to just fucking do nothing because I'm exhausted and watch movies? Do I want to do nothing and play video games? Do I want to fucking do whatever? It all just depends on what I want to do. And if I wasn't tired ever, then you'd have a lot more drive to do things.
When's the last time you picked up your guitar?
Probably 2 weeks ago.
Really? I never hear you play guitar anymore.
I've heard him.
Really?
Yeah.
He dabbles.
I like just randomly once in a while pick it up and
Okay, off this topic, not off topic, but different superpower I thought of. What if you had a super liver and you could drink as much as you want without blacking out or ever throwing up?
Well, hold on. Sometimes blacking out's half the fun.
Is it though?
Okay, but isn't liver what processes the alcohol? What makes you drunk is drinking too much alcohol for your liver to process. So if you have a super liver, then you'd never get drunk.
Well, no, it's super at a point. So like once you hit drunk level, then it's always keeping up the pace. So it doesn't kick in until you're already drunk, but it keeps.
If you could just always stay at like a perfect drunk level,
just around the clock, 24/7.
no, not but like whenever you start drinking, like you hit
the first sip.
You hit the level. No, you hit the level because it's fun going through the phases.
Yeah,
like
that's
a little
what I'm saying.
buzz
So like
and a little more drunk and then a little
so you're
more
a complete
drunk.
normal human up until you're wasted, and then that point, then that's
So
as
hold
worse
on.
as you get.
Here's another thought. What
Okay.
if, and stay with me here, what if you just learned your limits?
I am. That's why I've never blacked out. Is because I know my limit.
Okay. Then it's not a problem. You hit your limit, and then you
But I know there's other people who love to drink
Yeah.
a shit ton.
Sure.
Not me.
Yeah. Who are these people?
Hold on, raise your hand if you've fallen asleep on the streets of Cincinnati. Okay, I thought it was only him. I was not expecting that one.
Yeah. It
Okay.
was the same
Yeah.
night.
Was it?
Yeah, I didn't spend the night on the street like Connor.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he only almost
shoot.
broke his foot, lost a shoe, got to ride back to my place with a complete stranger.
oh, was that the Kings Island night the next
Yes.
night or day?
Yes. I did fall asleep on the sidewalk of Louisville,
Ah,
but only for a little bit till somebody found me. That was a night.
I don't understand you two.
College me was
It's
something else.
fun.
No,
Is it-
it's not. Not anymore. No. Like,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
fun
not
in college.
anymore, no,
but
no.
I've like I squeezed so much into college and
Yeah.
the college experience that like now I'm like
Well, don't get me wrong. It makes a great story,
Yeah,
but looking at it, whole
oh terrible, terrible,
terrible.
terrible,
horrible.
very bad, and it will never happen again.
No.
Maybe for like
Well,
a bachelor party.
Yeah,
or
it
something.
depends. Because I hadn't done anything wild for a whole year. Like I hadn't like had anything happen like that for a whole year, and then it was Lanning's 21st birthday, and then I went crazy. You know. Oh, what happened to the camera?
I don't know.
The
Keep
camera
talking.
just went dark. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, for audio listeners, camera pooped itself.
So don't watch on YouTube. Awful. Anyways, Eric's trying to fix that right now. But yeah, college was fun.
Yeah,
but
I've got enough memories and
Over.
enough life experiences from college to where I don't need to do that anymore.
yeah, yep, I agree.
I think we both pushed the limits plenty.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, we're
Definitely plenty.
chill back, relax.
Have you either of you ever been mugged before?
No.
I have not. Got lucky. Had those guys not found me when I fell asleep on the sidewalk in Louisville, I probably would have. But they found me.
Oh.
So
That's good.
I know you've been
Wow.
mugged.
I
You want to tell that
have.
story?
Well,
It's not that exciting of a story.
Didn't he have a dagger?
A dagger.
pocket knife.
Yes, he had a dagger.
He had a
He
dagger
almost
sawed
stabbed
off.
me
He had
with
a
it.
dagger was sawed off. He had brass knuckles, and I still kicked his ass.
Okay, I guess you don't say dagger. My bad.
Get a knife. Anyways,
That's not a
so
knife.
we were at
This
a
is a-
party. I was there drinking. You know, I wasn't like I had a lot to drink. I remember everything. I think, most part. But he was at the party, and people like saw he had the knife there. I didn't realize he was like there and had a knife. And people were like telling him to leave because he had it. And I don't know. I never realized it. But like as I was leaving, he asked if he could like walk with me. And I was like, sure, man. Why
Jesus
not? I
Christ.
still didn't know he had a knife. We were like walking down the sidewalk. And then all of a sudden he like shoves me over and then pulls out his knife and like just holds it at me.
And you said, "What's in your hand?" And he said,
A knife! No! No! And then, you know, he asked for my wallet, and didn't have any cash, and I had a debit card with no money on it. And
Joke's on you,
the only
bitch.
thing he took was my Bearcat card, which is our student ID, and it sometimes you can load money onto it. Mine didn't have any money, but it usually costs like $35 to get a new one. That's the only thing he fucking took, and it's something he could not use whatsoever. But he left everything else there, and he left his fucking knife there. It was like a big, like 6-inch Bear Grylls survival knife
Like a
that probably
dagger?
cost like $60. No, not like a dagger. It probably cost like $60. So joke's on him. He lost money on that transaction.
You easily could have taken that to the cops too and got fingerprints off that.
I didn't know it was there. So the people across the street were on their balcony and they started yelling at him.
Oh.
And then he left his knife there and took off. And then those people came down and like asked if I was okay, and I went up into their house.
Is that
I
you
made
want what a cake stand?
Yeah. No, so I went up into their house, asked what happened and everything, blah blah blah. They found the knife. They ended up turning the knife into the cops. I think actually story ended up being they did find him, maybe. But I don't know. It was all weird, but and then I broke my phone that night, separate occasion, while I called my parents
On a different mugger.
like 3:30 in the morning, and I dropped my phone, broke it, and then I told them that the mugger threw it on the ground. And
Connor, you remember when you bought 2 bags of salad at Kroger and then took them to a bar?
Jesus.
I do remember that. The chopped salads, the like Dole chopped salads. Yeah, I bought those, took them to a bar. While we were at the bar, I opened them up, put the dressing in on it, and asked the bartender for a fork, and just started eating my chopped salad out of the bag at the bar.
That was what, like 6 months ago, 7? It was homecoming.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
was
it
it,
was
October.
October.
Yeah, it was
October. That was I think that's the last time I remember you being like super drunk.
Yeah, we started drinking at like 10:30.
Super early. Yeah.
10:30, something like that, because it was UC's homecoming, University of Cincinnati, for all you non. So anyways, those are a couple stories that I have. So yeah, anything you guys got to say? Anything else?
No. I don't need to add.
Eric,
What?
didn't you spend the night in a dog cage?
I did not spend the night there.
Oh, okay.
I took a little bit of a rest. It's
Oh,
completely different.
Like a good little boy.
And that was because I was
Back
an
in-
animal and danger to myself and others, and I had to be locked away.
back in your wild drinking days. Man, the time.
Mm-hmm. I still have that video. Great stuff.
All right, so what was the other thing we were gonna talk about today?
Well, Dakota was, I've the past week I've had a span of the weirdest fucking dreams, and I don't know what is spawning them. There's just some real weird shit. Like, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night, not from them being scary, just from me going, what the fuck is going on? So one that I can still vividly remember is about a week ago. I was in my parents' basement, and they had just installed an industrial freezer, and they stocked it with a lifetime supply of toaster strudels. And
Brilliant.
And then me in dream state is like, fuck yeah, I love toaster strudels. But I'm like, wait, this is a dream because my parents would never get an industrial freezer. But I'm like, it's okay, I'll wake up and the toaster strudels will still be there, so I'll eat them all. And then that then turned into my cousin coming downstairs and asking if we wanted to play cops and robbers, with real guns and real hand grenades.
Wow.
And people would die, but they would respawn when the next game of cops and robbers started. Anywho, the one piece I remember from that game is that my cousin, he trapped me in a doorway. In one hand he had a hand grenade, in the other hand he had a turtle. And he threw the hand grenade at me, but it bounced off the door frame and rolled back into him, and he dropped the turtle out of fear. Then he looked at the hand grenade and looked at the turtle on the ground, and he jumped on the turtle to protect it from the grenade. But explosion went through him, not killing him, but it broke the turtle shell. So he lifted the turtle up, and little bits of shell started to fall off, and he started crying. And then that's when I woke up and I went, "What the fuck?" But before that realization happened, apparently I woke up and immediately texted this girl I've been talking to, and I don't remember texting it when it happened, but all I texted her was, it was cops and robbers with my family toaster strudel. No punctuation or any break in the sentence, just immediate abrupt. And then I fell back asleep immediately. And then I wake up in the morning to like 4 texts from her. I'm like, I don't remember sending that. But then it did help me. I guess the reason I sent it was because a lot of times, or not a lot of times, but sometimes when I have a really fucked up dream like that, I'll try and write notes in my notepad on my iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess in my sleep state, I try to do that, but I just sent it in a text instead. And she got the worst of it.
Oh, that's a good conversation starter.
But I wish I knew what would cause
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that dream mean?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, do you guys think dreams mean anything, or do you think it's just your brain trying to decompress and do things with the data it gathers?
No, I think some dreams have an underlying meaning because, it's your subconscious running it. But then there's other dreams where it's that, and it's just, maybe I wanted toaster strudels right before I fell asleep.
What I think that we all have little people inside of our heads. And what they're doing is every night when we dream, when we go to bed, it's them and they're having a movie night every night. And so they just what they do during the day is they draw up what they want the movie to be like, and then the final production is our dreams.
So Inside Out.
Yeah, kind of.
No.
But dreams.
Is that what Inside
Out
is?
Yeah, the dreams is a movie. Is it
a movie
department.
night?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wow.
You gotta watch it again.
Shoot. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Remember, because they crashed the movie set to try and wake up Riley?
Oh, yes. I do remember that. You're right.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I think dreams are just us trying to go through it's just our subconscious using any information that we have and just piecing it together however it wants to. And I don't think it necessarily means anything, but it uses stuff that we have put in our brains during the day while we're awake. It uses stuff we've learned during the day, but I think it just pieces it together however it wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a one nightmare that I had as a kid was my grandpa turning into this monster and killing everyone in my family, and I don't think that meant anything. It's a really fucking fucked up nightmare that I
Except
had.
now every present you get from your grandpa is, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Have any of you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
Yes.
No.
That shit is terrifying.
How many times? I'm so used to it now.
Oh, really? I've only had it 5 times.
Never. See, I remember I asked you guys about this because I didn't think it was a real thing that happened to normal people. Not normal people. I don't mean that.
What the fuck you saying?
I'm just saying I don't think it was a common thing that happened because it's never happened to me.
Huh.
But that would be terrifying.
Oh, it is.
Terrifying.
Except he's gotten used to it.
Do you guys have a sleep paralysis demon?
No, that's so stupid.
My demon is Satan himself. I don't have it.
Dude, nope, I couldn't do it.
No,
way.
okay. I don't understand. I have never had people say they see dark figures hovering over them or whatever.
Oh,
no.
Right here.
What?
Dude.
Really?
How?
What it feels like is you're awake. Your mind is completely awake, but it feels like you're paralyzed. You can't move anything and your eyes are closed. You can't open your eyes at all. But you're awake and you can move your eyes around and you can think.
Can you
about
see
everything.
your surroundings?
No,
Oh.
your eyes are closed.
You can't see anything.
No, you're just sitting there with your eyes closed, laying in bed, but you're like, I want to wake up, and you try to move your hands and they won't move, but I just keep trying to move everything, and eventually they slowly start moving, and then eventually I can slowly open my eyelids, and then they're open.
So that's not really that scary other than the fact that you can't move. But you see things.
Well, yeah, because I'm still dreaming when I'm kind of awake.
Oh, nope.
Ooh, that's
Nope.
weird.
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
nope,
yeah.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
well, do you ever have trouble breathing?
Oh my gosh, what is
No.
wrong with you guys?
See, I have that. It feels like someone's literally standing on my chest.
See, they say, so you have a bad sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
This is what people talk about, that they see dark figures hovering over them, or they
Dude.
feel like someone's walking around them.
No.
And, yeah, but they can't do
No.
anything. They're just stuck there.
Oh, that's
and,
terrible.
Yeah, but again, I don't have a specific demon or figure. It's literally Satan himself.
So you do have a very specific demon.
Yeah, I guess. His name is Beelzebub.
I don't like that. Don't like any.
I
of
don't like it
this.
either.
Don't like
So
any of
the
this.
first time it happens, you're probably gonna be scared shitless.
I'll be
but-
fine as long as I don't see stuff. I've read.
No, I didn't see stuff, and it happened to me. I was like,
And it comes out of nowhere too. It's not like a nightmare. I was having a completely normal dream. It was in my house. I walked to the foot of my main staircase. I looked up. Satan, this motherfucker's at the top of the staircase. We lock eyes. I freeze, and then that's when it all went downhill.
I absolutely
my
cannot.
gosh.
I cannot.
yeah, I might be dreaming, and then it feels like I woke up from a dream. Like it feels like all of a sudden you just wake up, except my eyes don't open and my body doesn't move, but I'm like totally awake, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
How common is this?
Pretty common. It happens to most people.
I feel like people who
not-
also, if you're under a lot of stress, you'll.
It happens, yeah. I forget all the things. Maybe if you don't get a lot of sleep, if you're under stress.
Yeah, that being said, I haven't had
That's
it
your-
in a couple of years, but I mean,
Okay.
I've only
Well,
had it
that's
5
good.
times.
I haven't had it in a while either.
Like I've read.
We're due.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
please no. I've read stories of like people they can see themselves and they like see
Yeah.
like spiders crawling out of their
Like
mouths.
I mean maybe, but that's more like
That can bring me to my next. I don't know if I've told this on the
The
podcast.
spider
I feel like I
dream.
did. Yeah, when you had your cousin from Chicago here, and
Yeah.
I screamed
Oh,
very
God.
manly twice during the
Yeah.
night, and
yeah.
there's no way he didn't hear me unless he's a heavy sleeper like you.
I don't know.
But I had 2 separate spider nightmares. One, I was playing baseball with a girl I went to grade school with, and we were just in my backyard. We were playing third base or whatever, and she has to see the inside of my glove for whatever reason, so I took off and handed it to her, and there's a big black motherfucker, and then I just went, "Ah!" I started kicking and screaming, and then I went,
Camera again.
camera again. I will continue. And then the second one was we were skydiving. So again, all these dreams start off normal. But we were skydiving. It was me, my older brother, and my dad. And we were in the waiting room to go for round 2.
Round
And
two.
then we were like watching, for whatever reason, it was a fucking tiny ass TV. But we were watching like SportsCenter or some shit. And where the fuck is the webcam? There she is. And then I was in the very back corner of the room. This room was massive too. I don't know why we're sitting so far away from the TV. But then my dad said, "What's that?" And he pointed behind the TV. And this ballsy motherfucker of a spider jumps out from behind the TV like 35 feet away. It lands straight on my fucking nose. And then I did the same thing. I started kicking and screaming. Very manly.
Yeah, I'm sure it was very manly. Can you do a reenactment for us?
No.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure that's
Honestly,
what he
that-
sounded like.
That's not far from it.
Did you guys know that all the faces in your dreams are from people that you see in real life? Like your mind can't just
Yeah.
create a new face.
Inception taught me that.
Oh yeah, man, I just get all my stuff in
Whoa,
movies.
great movie.
That is a
Mhm.
great movie.
If I had to pick an all-time favorite movie, that's it.
That's your all-time favorite movie?
It's a top one.
I mean, it's a good movie. Very good movie.
There's a lot of really good movies though.
There are, like Trolls.
Oh, dude,
Trolls has to be one of the best movies I have never seen.
garbage.
Never seen.
It's
I have never seen it, but
Okay.
my lord.
Okay, I've never seen it. Know the ratings. I'm gonna give a review of Trolls.
Okay, all right, go for it.
So Trolls starts off like, what's that one scary movie? Is that Annabelle, where it's a doll that goes apeshit?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it kind of like that? But is it the trolls with the furry heads?
I don't know what the actual
Like the-
movie is. I just know that it's
I just
animated.
know they sing and it's
They
little,
sing.
little babies
And it-
with crazy hair, and that just
Oh, so it
sounds
is
like
those
a
Trolls.
good fucking time to
It
me.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is those Trolls. Yeah.
Is it a horror movie?
No,
It's like a kids movie.
it's a kids movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought it was a horror movie.
terrible.
No,
No.
it's not. Oh my
Should be.
gosh. No.
Absolutely not. So I've never seen Trolls either, but I know for a fact that it's absolute garbage. And
How do you know this?
because there's no way that a movie about those stupid little ugly dolls could possibly be good.
Okay, you know what else is fucking stupid? The Croods. What
Oh.
another garbage movie.
That's okay. I bet that movie's better than
Is that
Trolls.
Crude? Doesn't that take place on a fucking boat or some shit?
Absolutely not. No. No.
So-
This is like
it's about like cavemen.
yeah, it's
but
like
it's a
animated
kids movie.
Flintstones. Like they live in the
It's-
jungle and they go on an
It's
adventure.
terrible.
kind of
I've
thing.
never seen it, but it's terrible.
Oh, see, I have seen it.
Oh, you have?
I have seen it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm saying it's definitely better than Trolls. I know that without a doubt.
But you've never seen Trolls.
Oh no, or Trolls 2. There's a second Trolls.
There's a second
I
Trolls.
found this out
Is
the
that
other
one
night.
a horror movie?
Found this out the other night. There's a second Trolls.
Yes.
Because I tried to look up Trolls. Like I literally tried to do some research on how good Trolls was. I looked up Trolls and so where this all originated is that this girl I've been talking to a couple months back, she was like, "Hey, you have to watch Trolls." And I was like, "Why would I watch it? That's a terrible movie." And she was like, "Well, have you ever watched it?" And I was like, "No, no."
There's a reason.
But I know it's bad. And she's like, "No, you have to watch it. Like, it's really good." I was like, "Well, I seriously doubt that." But I told her I would watch it. It's been a couple months. I will watch it eventually. But as of right now, the review stands. It sucks.
Yep.
The review for the movie we haven't seen sucks.
Terrible. And I was talking to her a few nights ago, and she's like, "So after you watch Trolls, you have to watch Trolls 2 as well." And I was like, "You're telling me they made a second shitty movie?" And she's like, "No, it's really good." So I looked it up, and it got like 6.5 reviews or something.
Wow.
Oh.
How about
Out of 10.
how about Life of Pets 2?
Haven't seen it.
Is that the one with Kevin Hart?
Yeah, it is. As the bunny.
I
The crazy
yeah.
bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good movie.
I think it would be solid.
I
Yeah.
saw.
No,
I,
it is
I saw
solid.
the first one and said, "Okay." I did not think they'd make two. I probably should
You
realize.
saw the first one?
No, I saw it in theater, like the previews in theaters for it.
Oh,
I've watched the
right.
first one.
I haven't watched
Terrible.
either of them.
But the second one, it's good.
You've watched the
It
first
passes.
one?
I've watched the first one.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
Is it actually good?
No, I'm telling you, it's not a good movie.
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
second one.
The
It's,
second one.
the second one's bad.
I don't know. I haven't
No,
seen
the
the
first
second
one's
one.
bad.
No, the first one's okay. The
I'm
No,
second
looking
no,
for
one's
it.
the
pretty
first
good.
one's bad. The second
The
one's
second
brilliant.
one's good.
No, it's a work of genius.
Yes. Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
Talking animals. Come on.
Love it.
How could it be bad?
All right. What about, let's say, The Good Dinosaur?
The fucking what?
The
Are
Good
we
Dinosaur.
are we talking Littlefoot?
No, the big, what is it, green dinosaur?
I bet you just don't know what any of, like, have a clue about any of
No,
these.
if it's not mainstream cinema.
It
get outta
is a
here.
Pixar movie.
Oh,
One everyone forgets about because it's so good.
oh, that's why.
I disagree.
It blows expectations.
It is
and
a
then-
hidden gem. It blows Toy Story 3 out of the water.
Does it end in an asteroid? Because it should.
It ends with Buzz Lightyear discovering the dinosaurs on Earth.
Please, I can't tell if you're kidding right now.
No, I'm not.
It's all intertwined.
I swear to God.
All of Pixar's intertwined.
So this is where Disney got
Okay, no,
ahead of.
I need to see this now. Actually,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really good.
I don't know if you're fucking with me.
No,
Why?
I'm not.
When have we ever fucked with you?
Shut up.
The story is based around Rex from Toy Story. That's his
Yes.
name, right?
Yeah, the green
Oh,
dinosaur.
hold on. What's this movie called?
The Good Dinosaur.
The good boy Rex.
So, in this movie,
Yeah.
are the dinosaurs real dinosaurs or are they toy dinosaurs?
No.
Are you
this-
calling Rex fake?
Yeah,
I'm
what?
calling him a toy dinosaur.
No, but he's
It's
real.
very real.
It's Rex.
Very real.
Answer my question. Are they plastic dinosaurs in the movie?
It's a
or-
real dinosaur. It's a real family,
It's Rex.
and it's beautiful.
What do you mean by family?
It's
like
Rex.
humans?
Like
Rex had a
Andy.
family before Toy Story.
Shut up!
So okay, the
So
story.
they're plastic dinosaurs.
No, it's a real dinosaur.
The
gonna kill you
story
in your
is
sleep.
based around Andy's little sister and Rex, and them like it's Andy's little sister fantasizing about what an adventure would be like as Rex as her only friend on this adventure, and they kind of explore the Earth, and the good dinosaur helps Andy's little sister get over through all these obstacles, and
So it's a plastic dinosaur.
He's there.
Yeah.
It's a yes or no question.
yes, but in the dream he's real.
It's a very real dinosaur.
Okay.
He's a real dinosaur.
Very real dinosaur.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you understand it now.
Yes.
You
I
think
get
it'd
the
be a good
entire
movie?
plot of the movie now.
Now it's better than Toy Story 3.
Way better.
Better than Toy Story 3. Not even kidding.
Now, for a fact, like it goes through.
That is a bold
It
claim.
takes you through his little sister's transition from girl to woman,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, that it's a beautiful thing.
yeah. In a
Does Rex eat her tampon?
That would not be a very good dinosaur. Think
be
about
a
what you
bad
just said,
dinosaur.
No, that'd be a good dinosaur because you can't flush them. It's
dude.
safe disposal.
Bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Anyways, so it's one of the best Pixar movies. It might be the best.
Of
For
all
not
time.
having seen it, I would say it's one of the best. One
Yeah.
of the best.
No, yeah. Had I seen it, I don't know.
So you're putting it over Finding Nemo?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
Easy. I've seen
I
Finding
swear
Nemo.
to fucking God, if I watch this movie and it's dog shit.
As far as movies go that I haven't seen, top recommended.
Same.
So, I hate both of you.
Why?
Have either of you actually seen it?
No.
No, these are
Absolutely
movies we're talking about movies we haven't seen.
But you said you've seen it.
No, I didn't. I never said I see. I
I'm gonna-
said I listed. I told you what the plot was or what it might be.
What it could be. What we imagined it to be. And it's
Note to Eric, future editor. Go back in time when Connor said when he said we've seen it.
I never did. I say I've
I'm
seen it.
Pretty sure
you might have.
did.
I don't think I did.
I haven't seen it. I was
I
just
hate both of you.
telling you what I think the plot.
I hate both of you.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking this up right now. what
Okay,
they
look it
imply.
up. You can
it's a
look it
real
up on
movie.
the computer for the YouTube video. Or would that be too much? I don't know.
No, it wouldn't be too much because I mean this is all one recording.
It's a pretty popular movie. It'll come right up.
Yeah, I'd say Pixar's most popular.
What is it called? The Good Dinosaur?
The Good
The
Dinosaur.
Good Dinosaur.
And then in parentheses, Rex.
I'm not putting it in parentheses.
Look at that green guy.
Hold on.
Look how cute he is.
Are you gonna put that on the screen? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Look at Rex. That's Rex, right?
That's what she imagines
That
him
is
to be.
not even. You're idiots.
Did you? You didn't even read it.
I can't read it. I want my
It
context.
says it right there. Toy
Read it.
Story 3.
The Good Dinosaur
Pretty
is
cool.
a 2015 American 3D computer animated drama film produced by Pixar Animation Studios and is the best Pixar movie
Yada yada
ever.
yada. Read the plot, dickhead.
In an alternate history,
History. Yeah, see? We're right on
Jesse's
track.
little sister.
That's not. I can read. It says the asteroid. Literally underline. It says the
That
Sorry, I
asteroid.
skipped the line.
It's
I'm
an
sorry.
alternate history. In
Oh,
where-
Doctor Strange is in this.
well, it says it's in an alternate history where the asteroid strikes Earth while in the year 1997 when Andy's sister is just a young girl. And what happens
That's
is
what it says.
No,
I
it
can-
does. It does.
I can read, and then you're not following what I'm reading.
Because we're paraphrasing. We don't have to read it all directly word for word.
Farmers Henry and Ida have children. Libby.
That's-
Andy
Third
and
Buck.
The parents. Libby is his sister's name. Buck.
Shut your
wait, there's
fucking hole.
farmers in this? This is totally inaccurate. There were not dinosaurs when farmers were
This
around.
is totally inaccurate to the plot I made
They
up in
were
my head.
hunters and gatherers. Wait, there weren't even humans when dinosaurs were around.
It's an alternate history. Fuck this. We're done with this shit. I hate both of you.
Okay, well, I thought those were some good movies we reviewed right there. Go check them out in your local streaming service. And
Go check them out and tell us how spot on we are. Okay.
oh,
What?
you know what we should do? We should take movies we haven't seen, not review them,
Watch
but
them.
try to come up with a plot and then check them on Wikipedia and see how close
Oh,
we
that's
are.
that's brilliant. That is actually a really good
Brilliant.
idea.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
that. We
Thank
just get
you.
movie titles.
Yeah,
And then we
movie
just-
titles.
We each make up our own plot.
No, okay, yeah.
I like
I
that.
think we
I like
could
it.
we could
There's
take we could see the poster just to see what like maybe the
But yeah,
characters are.
honestly, there's probably a website out there that's a random generator, and it has
Look
a
it up right
database. No,
Oh.
a database full of every movie ever and a poster.
yeah.
We could honestly just like spin the proverbial wheel, and then do that.
I like
if we
it.
if
So-
we don't heard we
so-
haven't heard of it.
So okay, I don't know what the word proverbial means.
It means
Proverbs.
yeah.
What is proverbial? Proverb.
It means
So pro means for. Verb is a thing that has action. You put them together.
So
you're explaining this the wrong way.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
I mean,
My
not
bad.
that your explanation is wrong, but it's not helping him.
English
What-
major.
so I hear the word. It's like a proverbial when you say the proverbial wheel. It's
It means
the
not
wheel in quotes.
Yeah. So not a literal wheel, but it takes the function of a wheel.
But why is the word proverbial? Is that
the word what?
proverbial?
Do you know what a proverb is?
Proverbs and nouns and pronouns.
It's not a real story. A proverb is something that's
Right.
not real. That gives meaning.
So
Yes,
would it-
exactly.
but is a proverb, is that like a pronoun is a noun that's not really a specific noun? It's like his or her. Or so is a proverb like a verb that's not really a verb?
Did you hear the words that just came out of my mouth?
But a wheel is not a verb.
What?
Like a pronoun is like his or hers or
So you're
he or
saying
she.
it's like
but it's
a-
not like Connor, Dakota.
It's a
or,
noun that's not really like a noun.
But it's also not
Yeah.
pronounced proverbial.
Okay, I know.
Okay, so a proverb is a story that's not real but gives a meaning.
Proverbs
So-
and proverbs
So
are two
proverbs
different
in
things.
the Bible, they didn't happen.
Correct.
Yeah, it's just a story. Like Jesus just tells proverbs to get across his point.
So he makes up stories like we're doing right
Jesus is a
now.
liar.
We
And he,
So
Yes.
Jesus,
and he should feel ashamed.
Jesus, to get people to believe him, made up stories like we're doing right now.
not
Yeah.
to believe to teach
So we're
them a
so we equal Jesus.
I
Yes.
mean, honestly.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay, fair enough.
Jesus Christ. Okay, two.
Hey, come on, man.
Jesus fucking Christ. Taking a couple steps back, kind of towards the dreams sort of thing.
Yeah.
Dakota and I watched a bit of a documentary a couple days. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago?
The aliens?
Aliens.
Yesterday.
So I know Dakota's take now. Question one: do you think aliens
Yes.
are real? 2, do you think
Yes.
they've visited Earth?
Yes.
Okay. Third question for you: do you believe UFOs are true in the sense that they are portrayed on these videos, where they're flying saucers and they're spinning lights?
I mean, they could be.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea
mean,
what UFOs actually are.
I mean, unidentified flying objects.
I know what the literal acronym stands for.
I mean, they could be. I don't know. It depends. Have you watched the show Ancient?
No,
That's the history guy.
Really?
Right?
that is the History Channel.
Aliens.
Alien.
Yeah.
I'm not saying aliens, but
Aliens. Okay, but great show if you watch that. I mean, you can see. So they found artifacts in Egypt, ancient Egyptian artifacts that are shaped like planes, and they built like a larger model of it and put it in a wind tunnel, and it had perfect aerodynamics.
Incredible.
Other thing, how the fuck do the Egyptians build giant ass pyramids?
Well,
I don't know.
we learned that in our history books, at least for me. They,
Oh yeah, they pulled the big blocks up with like 100 people or
Up
whatever.
half a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
they put them on rolling logs. That was on flat ground.
Yeah, I want to see you build a pyramid with rolling logs.
Put me in the time, and I'm sure they'll teach me.
No
I
fucking
don't
way
know,
in hell
dude.
that's what they did. Aliens.
They had a lot of slaves, man.
aliens.
I'm not saying aliens.
Aliens. That's my
But
favorite thing to do, by the way. In
The Stonehenge? I mean, come on. Aliens.
Aliens.
I hate this. Anyway,
How
my
People configure Stonehenge. How did they move those giant ass rocks?
I don't know, ropes and a lot of slaves.
That's your answer for everything? Ropes and slaves?
Times were different back then. I'm not saying it was moral.
Wow. So do you think if you had 100 people, you could lift a car up?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Really?
Are you?
With a
yes.
pulley
There's
system?
No.
there's stories of single people lifting cars up.
That is
No, a whole car like above their heads and like
100 people,
back
yes.
them up. How could you put 100 people on a single
I
car?
don't know. Am I getting
That's not what you-
104-year-olds?
This
not-
is the problem. It
that's not what
comes
you
down
said,
to
though.
capacity. How do 100 Egyptian or Jewish slaves fucking pull a fucking cinder block up a fucking pyramid? How?
Did you not listen to Eric? Ropes and logs.
No, I said that was for flat ground.
They're just what do they have like 1,000 people wrapping around the pyramid, just pulling this fucking cinder block around and up and around and up?
They could. I'm sure they had some sort of crane or lever and pulley system where they wrap a bunch of ropes around the brick, if you will, and then they just have like 1 million slaves on the other side of that rope, just tugging away over the
a
pulley.
million
And
slaves.
they have it on a sled, so it goes up the steps.
Well, that's wishful thinking.
Listen, I'm just trying not to be the one guy who's sitting there going, aliens. They're all aliens.
It's aliens. They find all these artifacts.
Wow.
Perfectly aerodynamic. How do you explain that?
Someone got high as shit one day and started just carving away and got lucky. I don't know.
But it's gold. It's smelted. It's it's poured. And what the fuck is
Listen,
wrong with
I don't
our
know who built
camera?
the pyramids, but one thing I know is that there are aliens, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. There has to be.
Yes, I agree. There.
How big the universe is?
Yeah. Again, I'm in agreement.
But the thing is, so I do want to address this. So
Please address it.
people say like, oh, statistically there has to be other life forms.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the other argument is that there's no aliens, and that's what Catholicism, they're supposed to believe there's no aliens and that we're the only life in the universe.
Is
So
that in
that's the
Catholicism?
other argument. That literally proves the argument that statistically there has to be other life. That proves it wrong if you're basing it off of religion. And that's what the people who argue for aliens, they're like, well, religion's wrong because statistically there has to be. But what religion's saying is that no, God only created us as the only life in the universe. So we literally won't know until we make contact with some other
We have
living-
made
Oh,
contact.
here we go.
Well, not directly. I mean direct contact.
Direct, yeah, no, absolutely. Watch the documentary. Okay, what's it called? It's called
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
Unexplained.
All I
or-
know is that this out of the start of this.
On Netflix.
Yeah, is
It
it-
has all of the or whatever explained. It
It came out in
Aliens
2017.
Explained.
Huh?
Yeah, Aliens Explained.
No,
or
no, no,
UFOs
no, no, no,
Explained.
no, no, it's
I
not
don't know.
that. This is
Yeah,
a
it
document.
is.
No,
I
shut
know.
up. It's not. I'm telling you.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I know.
It's Unacknowledged. That's what it's called. It's called Unacknowledged. It's like an hour and a half documentary, and it's about this guy who has like dedicated his life to studying this stuff ever since he saw a UFO when he was a child. And it goes into detail about how the government and international countries, like, they've gone to certain lengths to keep information about UFOs and contact with
Yeah.
aliens from the public. They have secret projects, like government funding, trillions of dollars that's unaccounted for, that the president doesn't even know about. Like, the president doesn't know about everything that we know about aliens. The president doesn't even know because they don't tell him, because he's not a need to know person, because he's a temporary employee, only 4 to 8 years,
True.
right? So he's not
True.
need to know. So since like the 40s, when this all started with aliens, there's been a secret society that has formed that has like all the intelligence on aliens, and yeah, and they'll kill anybody who talks about it.
Huh.
Indiana Jones
Just
and the
watch
Kingdom
it.
of
Watch
Crystal
the
Skull got
documentary.
this right.
Well, yeah. And did you know that Wright Pat Air Force Base,
Yes,
Dayton, Ohio,
They talk
is
about
supposed
it.
to be one of the places where they
they
held alien
Yes,
aircraft
they
and
send it-
remains and alien bodies.
yes, absolutely. They talk
Yeah.
about that in the documentary. Watch the documentary and you'll believe.
Maybe I have seen it.
If you're not a
I
believer,
think I have seen it.
You will believe after you watch
I've
it.
seen multiple alien documentaries. And there is something. Have you ever heard of like? It's a Netflix series. It's called like Blank Explained.
No.
And it's like, they have sex explained, and
I watched that one.
they have
Jeez.
they
Where is
have
this?
aliens
Take out my notepad.
explained. They have. Those are the only two I can think of. I guess
That's all you can think of?
just sex
Those-
and aliens.
Anywho, I'm on the team of yes, I think aliens exist. There has to be.
No, wait, hold on. It was not sex explained. It's the female orgasm.
Oh, even better.
I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
no, that's a
it's-
myth. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay, go ahead.
That should
Um,
be taught in high school.
anywho, so yeah, I'm on the boat that sure life has to exist elsewhere out there, but my skepticism comes from the videos that they specifically for that documentary were showing, is that all these UFOs were the same type. They're all saucers.
Mm-mm. Wrong.
They all had spinning like rainbow lights.
Wrong.
Majority.
Wrong. They talk about in the documentary how some of them are like egg-shaped.
Okay, that's great. Anywho,
And you know they base it. The flying saucer was based off of like sightings of stuff that looked like flying saucers.
yeah, I am aware.
yeah. But that's you know the video that the Pentagon just released. That's like a flying saucer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm not done, you motherfucker.
Okay.
My argument isn't with the shape.
Okay.
My thing is the rainbow spinning lights that
Oh no.
happen to appear on lots of them. Like if they're aliens and they've made contact with us, they're obviously so far advanced that we can't even get anywhere near their type of technology. why the fuck would they put spinning LED lights on their spaceship
No, yeah,
if they don't want to be seen?
Well, they wouldn't, and they don't.
Because yeah, obviously, if they want to be seen, they would have been seen
Yeah, exactly.
a lot.
Yeah.
They have. Stat: 5% of the population has seen or has claimed to seen a flying saucer or UFO.
5% is not a lot.
5% of the world population.
That's a lot, but I
20 and
doubt.
20.
I mean,
I don't
they
know how
claim to see a UFO. They
I
could
know.
have
I'm
saw
not
like
saying
a
that they're like
shooting star.
I'm saying if aliens wanted to be known, they'd make it very clear, a lot more than
absolutely.
5%.
So
Right.
Here's another thing. All of these like UFO sightings, like the vast majority of them have come near all the U.S.'s like nuclear sites, like where we develop our nuclear weapons.
Oh shit!
Except the one I saw when I was little.
Right.
I told you about that.
Yeah. So, and that's because we're led to believe that aliens are very concerned about us and like our weapons and what we're going to do. Not because they think that we'll hurt them, but they're just concerned about what we'll do to each other and how what we do here will affect other planets and stuff in the solar system and whatever. So, and actually in the documentary it talks about how they were doing a nuke test, and they sent the nuke up, and they saw lights from one direction, saw lights from another direction, saw lights from above, and saw lights from right below it, and the nuke immediately failed. So they're trying to say that like the aliens stopped the nuke test because they didn't want, because we were sending it into space, the nuke. We were gonna test the nuke in
like
space.
Avengers. Iron Man was shooting it up into space through the wormhole.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, so like there's another story about how they were going to test like a whole new line of missiles, and right before
The alien heat-seeking kind.
All right, I'm done.
Oh sure, you guys can bullshit about the good dinosaur, but as soon as I get
That was
involved,
some bullshit, man.
Yeah, we don't want to
read
hear
the
your
summary.
bullshit. Gosh. Anyways, aliens are cool. What's your favorite alien movie?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
You can't think of any off the top of your head.
I can. I don't
Like-
like them.
Alien
You can't
versus
think of
Predator or
Alien. You
something.
can't think of Aliens.
again,
You
I
can't think of
them.
Alien
I don't-
versus
I
Predator.
don't like them.
Yeah, I don't really watch alien movies.
My favorite is, I forget the real name of it, but it's the Scooby-Doo Alien.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my gosh, that movie is amazing.
What's the movie?
Scooby-Doo falls in love with an alien, doesn't he?
I don't.
Or no, Shaggy falls in love with an alien. Oh my gosh, I have to rewatch it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. He falls in love with a fucking alien.
Man, Scooby-Doo is a great show.
Yeah. I really need to rewatch that. You guys should watch it too if you haven't.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Can we
Yeah.
watch it together?
Yeah. We'll watch it right after The Good Dinosaur.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. You guys can't think of any alien movies off the top.
I don't really watch alien movies. What's the one?
Indiana Jones. Kingdom of Crystal
Independence
Skull.
Day,
Never
Indiana
seen it.
Jones.
Never saw him.
You've seen Crystal
Never
Skull.
s-
Nope.
Jimmy Neutron movie.
Okay, it doesn't count.
What?
Nope.
Bitch, what?
No,
How about any Fairly Odd Parents where the squids come down from outer space?
that counts. What's the movie that's like Jumanji? What's the movie that's like Jumanji?
The Thora.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's my favorite.
Okay. Okay, that's a good movie. I like that movie.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, speaking of Jumanji, I need to see Jumanji 2.
No, those Jumanjis are stupid.
Have
With
you
The
seen the
Rock-
first one?
Well, we don't watch movies.
What?
We're gonna give reviews on movies that we haven't watched.
True. Well, I haven't seen the
I
second
haven't seen
one.
it either.
I haven't seen the second one. I
You haven't seen the first one?
I've seen
You
the
have.
first one.
The first one's good.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
I really thought that the jewel reference was stupid. Oh no, I dropped the jewel.
I don't think it was supposed to be a reference to the jewels.
I don't know, man.
He literally dropped what they have been calling for the whole movie, the
I
jewel,
think it was
out of the
planted.
helicopter.
No, I think that was a planted line.
Now, it was used as a meme for, oh no, I dropped the jewel. And where does it go? Where'd it go? You know, like people do with their smoking device.
Was that your
Sound
Kevin Hart
older.
impression?
No, not really. I was-
kids and
Yes. Okay, but anyways, so aliens are cool, whatnot. They're real. They're everywhere. They've come to Earth. They're gonna kill us
They're
all.
swinging their dicks everywhere.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Maybe.
any other topics for the day?
Oh, Eric, did you want to talk about your sports question?
Oh, okay, we can end on this. So if you're not sports fans, go ahead and check out. We'll probably end after this. I asked Dakota this. So for those who've been watching the Michael Jordan 30 for 30, the 10 episode special, if ESPN were to do a similar documentary on an athlete, but for baseball, who do you think
Yeah.
they do it on?
Uh,
Given that enough footage and interviews like this exist.
Honus Wagner.
Wrong.
Die.
Here's my answer.
Dakota gave his initial answer. I forget what your initial answer was, but he has a different answer now.
So my answer would be, if you want to make it like the Jordan documentary, you're thinking about somebody who came up in the 90s or came up in the 80s and had a 15, 20-year career from the 80s to the
Right.
90s, right? So you think about that era in baseball, it's the steroid era, right? Right. So most likely, a lot of the good players that you think about, were involved in steroid scandals. So they're kind of thrown out. You can't do a good-hearted
So
documentary.
you're gonna do Ken Griffey Jr.
Exactly. That's exactly where I'm going with this. I would do Ken Griffey
No.
Jr. I'm not saying, listen, you can't have a documentary
No.
that would have the same impact
Because
as Michael Jordan, because baseball is a different sport. You're not going to
How
have
would
anybody.
you not do it on the steroid era? That's so interesting.
Yo, you can do a documentary in this era. That's fine. But we're talking about if you have a documentary about one person and their career and how they dominated the sport.
But this documentary isn't about Michael Jordan. It's about the 97, 98 Bulls. It's about the whole team.
Oh,
So think of a
okay.
team that dominated baseball. The 70s Yankees. You do it on
Maybe.
the 70s Yankees.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then when they broke up or whatever.
Whatever. My
But-
answer was Ken Griffey Jr. You got to do it on the kid.
It's not about MJ though. They just
I feel
did
like if
one
you
on
asked
Dennis
anyone
Rodman, they
about this
just did-
documentary, they'd say Michael Jordan.
It's always referred
No.
to as the
It's
Michael
about
Jordan
the Bulls.
documentary.
Obviously, it's mostly about Jordan. Obviously.
Okay, so who's
Because
who's
he's
your
the biggest
star
player.
on the 70s
Okay, yeah.
Yankees?
Reggie Jackson, Mr. November, bitch. Bitch.
Batch. Fucking batch.
I don't know. It's like you could find a team that was dominant in baseball or dominant in football. You know, I'd probably go with the Patriots, right?
I don't think you could do one.
The
a
wire to
documentary
wire
the
Reds would
same.
be interesting. I mean, they're the only MLB team to go wire to wire.
You could do the wait, was the 70s Yankees decade? Maybe it was the 80s. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, I don't know. You could do the Reds, the Big Red Machine.
You wouldn't be able to get
That'd
10
be
episodes
awesome.
out of it, I don't think. But
No. I
That's-
don't know.
yeah, that's the
With
thing.
Pete Rose is very interesting.
Rose
Yes.
bench.
Yes.
You could do the Big Red Machine, and then it
Focus
could
it
be
on
focus on
Pete
Pete
Rose
Rose
and
and
his
his
scandal
downfall,
and-
and bang.
Honestly, I think that is the best bet for
Bang.
a documentary like
There
that.
we go.
That's a great documentary, but it's not going to be the same type of documentary as.
Yeah, I
No.
don't think there is one really.
That's
for
what I'm saying. I
baseball.
don't think that you could have.
Could you could you then transfer that to any what other sport could you transfer it
I don't
to?
think any other sport
Football.
is like. I don't think any other sport is like basketball, where you can focus on a team, a core. I mean, this documentary focuses on
Football.
what you're gonna focus
The
on.
Patriots.
Sure, okay, fine. You focus on Tom Brady. You focus on
Yeah.
Belichick.
Yeah, and Gronk, and that whole team broke apart, and this was like their last year. They won 3 Super Bowls when Tom was 40 when he won one, and they kind of broke apart after that.
Okay,
Yeah.
you could do the Patriots dynasty.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I'd hate it though.
Oh, I would hate it.
Yeah.
I
That'd be
would
the
love
next
it
closest
actually. I would
thing, but-
love the documentary.
I would
Yeah.
love
Still
I would
hate
love
the
the interviews
Patriots.
with Gronk, but
That's true. That's true.
also Belichick wouldn't give interviews for it.
Oh,
But
this
his
is
dog
hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, his dog's so cute. But anyways, that's our 5 minutes of sports. If anyone was interested out
Yeah.
there. But
We spiced it up.
yeah, you know. Well, I feel like this was a very successful podcast. I mean, I'd say. I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah.
I think what we should do is we should have somebody who's never listened to our podcast give a review on it. I think we deserve
Ooh.
that.
So we give them the title,
And
Yeah.
ask them what they think it's about.
the title and like profile picture.
The
or whatever
title
the
and
fuck.
it, yes.
But it's literally, we don't even have anything. We're not about anything. We literally
Exactly.
Talk about
We are
anything.
us.
So anything they say is right.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be right.
Okay, I guess.
But real quick before the sign off, just because this is not like gonna be this the standard moving forward. But because this webcam, for whatever fucking reason, is dying, how many of you prefer this on video? Because if it's not, I haven't checked the views on the past video podcast, but honestly, we could just drop it down to audio only until we get support behind audio. Because I know checking the numbers for previous ones, the audio ones have got more views, quote unquote, than the actual YouTube one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Fine. I mean, we can keep it on YouTube.
yeah.
People like it that way. So like it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. I have been Connor Hext, and this is Dakota Grau, and that was Eric Nortman, and we are the Dad Pad. Please go on YouTube and subscribe and thumbs up all our videos, and on Spotify and all the streaming channels, whatnot. Subscribe to our podcast and follow us on Twitter. We are
at DadPadPRD.
There you
Hey,
go.
and on Twitter, turn your alerts on. We literally only tweet once we release a podcast. We don't tweet about anything else. So you'll get an immediate alert when we release the new episodes, and that's it. So
Yeah.
And if you don't want to turn on Twitter alerts, just make sure you subscribe on wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe and then rate it. The rating is what helps us most grow. But if you don't want alerted by a Twitter means, then just subscribe and it'll automatically go into your inbox feed, friends.
also, like last week, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, please mention it, because
Yeah, we'll talk about anything.
we'll take topics.
DMs are open on Twitter or just straight up at us. And then Connor will yell at you for doing it. So
Or slide into my personal DMs.
Yep. So there you go. Thank you for listening, and thanks for listening to that 5-minute long outro. Good night.
Bye, guys.